get your take on Canelo Plant, man. That little dust-up that happened at the press conference, does that play out in the fight in any way? How do you think that matters in the fight, and how does the fight play out itself?
No, both of them strong-willed fighters. I don't think it'll play a factor in the fight. I just think both of them go in there and do what they got to do to try to secure a victory.
Green Bay going to take it this year?
Of course, every year.
Who do you have at your comfort power with the top 5?
Top 5, man, that's hard. Why you put me on the spot? I got me. I got Canelo. I got Errol. Eno. Usyk.
Now, I talked to your team. They told me sometimes you spar heavyweights and you knock them out. Will we ever see you go up like a crazy weight, like a cruiserweight, a light heavyweight, one fight and come back down?
Man, I'm going to 178 after this fight.
178.
Yup, I'm gonna weigh in with bricks in my pocket.
Thank you, Terence. Canelo versus Plant, man. What kind of strategy does Caleb have to come into to face Canelo?
Caleb, he has to be smart. He has to be aware and alert the entire fight. You know, Canelo's one of the best fighters for a reason, because he can adapt. We've seen him fight many different styles from the time he even took his first loss. He still fought a lot of different variations of fighters, and he adapted and he overcame. Caleb, he's hungry. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's motivated. You know, me came up in the amateurs, of course, as well. And, you know, he really wants to become undisputed as well. You know, and he has that last token that Canelo needs. So, I mean, the press conference is already a barn burner. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how it plays out in the real fight.
That's what I wanted to ask you as well. What happened with the press conference, does that play out in the fight at all, in a fighter's head at all?
You definitely take some of that animosity to you throughout the whole camp. You see it. A little trash talking through the camp and everything. So I'm pretty sure Caleb's gonna remember that. How that played out in the end, and he's gonna take that same energy and animosity into the real fight.
Well, man, you got a real fight October 23rd. I can't wait to see. I'll be there in Atlanta, man. Can't wait to. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Appreciate you, champ. Thank you for your service too.
Canelo Plant. What strategy does each fighter have to come into that fight to
Tim, we gotta wrap it up. Yeah, good, guys.
Oh, the biggest thing for Canelo, for Plant?
For both.
Nah, for Plant, just put it this way. For Plant, he just needs to work on his defects. Plant has a lot of defensive defects he needs to work on.
You know, man, the 13th is actually Munguia versus Rosado, which is also on.
Really?
Yeah, Benavidez.
Oh, so who knows? It might
is that day as well, but his own took,
Who?
Jaime Munguia versus
No. Who you said?
his own?
No, you said before that?
David Benavidez?
Who's that?
You don't.
That's a bad boy, Tio.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Not a fan of David?
It's just the disrespect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, where the love at? You know what I'm saying?
What did he say that was disrespectful, or did we miss it?
Nah.
Say what's on your heart, man. I hear you. I can hear you holding it back.
I got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people feel like that's the toughest fight for Canelo out there. It's David.
Oye, Junior.
Would you disagree with that?
Te voy a decir algo de más. Junior.
Say again?
Would you disagree with what Sean just said? I hear a lot of people saying David Benavidez is Canelo's.
Well, I don't know. Canelo said he won't fight anymore. He won't fight anyone like any Mexicans, right?
He did say that.
For whatever reason he has, I think he just wants to keep his country, leveled up, as they are. Mexico is a great country. I mean, todos los mexicanos siempre, órale, güey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just those things, like, it's how great they are in every sport that they do, how passionate they are. So I feel like Canelo just wants to keep that away, not because he's scared, but I feel like he just wants to have both champions coming out from Mexico as well, David Benavidez and Canelo.
Well, David's half Ecuadorian. He might have to play that part up
to get the fight.
Tell him, yeah.
Yeah, he might have to just pull out the flag, right?
Yeah, just tell him.
Yeah.
So.
And any of what you alluded to with David earlier, Did any of that stem from Rayo? And I know Rayo is a lightweight in that camp.
Right.
What about?
Does any of what you said about David stem from, I don't know, Rayo or
Yeah,
Rayo
because
and
it was clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of talk about it, and it's never the same story twice. So that's how you know it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like if you look back at those things that they were saying and how they dropped me and all that stuff, it's never the same. They said twice, 3 times they did it. I'm like, oh, what? Like, it's never the same story twice. You know, so it's like, you know, that's the thing. You know, I can't like connect with that. You know, actually I don't even want to say because I just give that kid something to talk about. Who the fuck is he? I mean, you got a name to still build up. You ain't gonna use mine. That's for sure.
I'm sorry, guys. I just need to make an interruption. Tio.
What do you think of the Canelo Plant situation and the push?
Well, I think that got carried away. That's no good. But that's another good fight. I mean, Plant is not easy. Plant's a good fighter. I mean, Canelo, I think, is great. But that is a really interesting fight to watch.
Did you take anything from that presser, that confrontation?
Nah, that's bullshit. It just got carried away.
And